All right, so we have a question. Today we're talking about cultural norms, and we want to know where you stand. Let's say that you're on a blind date and you walk in and you are instantly not attracted to the person. Do you stay and get to know the person, or is it a hard no?
Yes, and what we want to know is what camp you're in. If you're in the hard no camp, put a hard no in the comments below. And if you're in the stay camp, put the word stay in the comments below. Okay?
So the norm is, so we have notes here to keep us on track. So if you don't feel instant spark, they're dead in the water, right? So that's normally people would just like, no, I'm out.
Right.
But reality, like we know with reality, when you give someone a chance and you start getting to know that person and you slowly spend a little bit of time with that person, you end up learning, things about them and they start becoming a little attractive.
So that's kind of the slow burn.
Yeah.
The slow burn of attraction. Okay.
Right.
So absolutely. So I would say my younger self before, I was probably a hard no. I would have had we had cell phones, but we didn't really have text messaging back then. But I would have had somebody in the parking lot on speed dial, ready with the emergency question, so I could bow out if I was uncomfortable with the date.
Call me.
Yeah.
If she's not hot, you would have had backup.
And I don't think I did very many blind dates. No. I was not a blind dater, but yeah.
I personally would have, because I'm nice like that. And I have, growing up, I had seen in relationships where there may be somebody that was, better looking than the other person. And they had a great relationship though. They had a wonderful relationship. And so I knew several people like that. And so I think I would be staying. I would stay and give the person a chance. So would you rather have instant chemistry that fades, or a connection that builds and lasts? So which one actually leads to a better relationship, right?
Right.
So there are, so many people would walk into that blind date, and I know especially for guys, because you guys
we're shallow.
You're so shallow.
We're shallow.
But there's some really shallow women. We can be really nasty. We can be very shallow. It's like, if he's not handsome, then there's no way.
Yeah.
There's no way it's going to work. So,
that's kind of the beginning.
It's kind of the beginning. Just kind of check yourself and which one actually leads to a better relationship. Definitely the one that may not be as better
probably
looking.
The slow burn over time. Now, sometimes you get lucky and then they're just physically attracted and the slow burn goes really well.
Yeah.
On the other hand, you could end up in a relationship that doesn't last very long and you feel like you're talking to the closet.
Yeah. Oh, that's a whole thing. So that kind of goes into our next one. So the next one is physical perfection is everything, right? Especially in today's society.
Okay, at the gym.
The gym is just like social media.
Social media.
You're scrolling and, they got the lips and they got the boobs and they got
comparativism. We never get to see a bad day.
Right.
Right? Nobody shows their bad day.
Nobody shows their ugliness.
They always show their best day.
Some people do. Some people are good about that. But for most of the part, perfection is everything. And you're constantly trying to keep up and keep up. And so if you're dating and you're looking for someone to be with, are you the type of person that is looking for perfection?
Yeah.
Right?
Are you thinking to yourself, how would they look on my arm in my Instagram selfies? Yeah.
So the reality is real attraction deepens as you learn someone's quirks and shared values. Yes, perfection is not everything, because the ones that, especially I can talk for the girlies, and girls, don't come at me, but women that are trying to look perfect
are normally
very shallow. They're very shallow. They're very insecure. Very, very insecure. All right. I'm not talking about people that are trying to keep up with like anti-aging and that type of stuff. I'm talking, y'all know what I'm talking about. It's like just trying to look freaking perfect.
Sadly, that's not the thing that guys are most attracted to. Like with you, your little quirks.
Well, yeah.
Those and guys start when you see someone's little quirks, and they're these cute little quirks. Something you may think of as an imperfection that you don't like. Like a guy's gonna notice those little quirky things, and that's like the best part of the relationship, you know.
And
like,
so again, being clear, we are talking about a man that is looking for a relationship.
Yes.
Right? Or a girl who is looking for a relationship. We're not just talking about we're talking about people that want to be in relationships right now.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Because most of the time guys don't care. They just want her to be hot.
Well, initially they're like, well, you know, they might give her, you know, if she's 7, an 8, a 9, you know, you know,
different topic, different topic. All right. So are you rejecting people too quickly because they don't give you that instant spark? What if that spark isn't the best indicator? Right?
So rejecting people too quickly.
Yeah, because they're not perfect.
Yeah.
You know, they may not have the perfect body, or they may have 20 extra pounds on them, you know, or they may be completely out of shape, which that's another topic too. We'll probably talk about that tomorrow because that's a problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially like talking about perfectionism, like when you have people that are in shape and they're eating healthy, they want to be with people that are in shape and eating healthy.
Oh yeah.
You know, that's another topic. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah. Okay.
So the next one is if they're not your type immediately, you don't waste your time.
Okay. So they're not your type? Yeah, I mean, well, that just kind of depends like what the type is. Is the type based on, you know, we talking looks and we're talking physicality, like, you know, 6'1", loves dogs, loves the outdoors, you know, got the lens crafter kind of look going, the intelligent, intellectual type, you know, 6'1", because I would get factored out on the 6'1". I'm like, what am I, 5'10"?
You're 5'10".
5'10".
Yeah.
On a good day.
But you act like you're 6'5".
Of course. Yeah. 5'9", 5'10", chiseled jaw. I'm not 6'1". All right. Let's keep going.
So reality though, many couples fall in love with someone who wasn't their type at first glance.
Yeah.
Most people.
You know, yeah.
And so for you guys, think about the times that you have fallen in love. And it wasn't at first glance. It was somebody that you may have been, you know, got to know. You met through someone. Somebody may have thought, you know, you guys were a good connection because you guys were so similar or whatever. And at first you weren't real attracted, but then, you know, it turned into something. So do you think your type is something you choose or something culture has trained you to prefer?
Where
did your preferences actually come from?
Social media.
Yeah. Well, or television. It's definitely programming.
Oh yes,
for sure.
Yeah,
like because you know
we can't say because we got programmed too. MTV and
MTV
HBO
and television and all the stuff and the people that were actors or actresses in that time.
Yeah, we see all that.
Those are the time. Yeah. That's why, you know.
But now it's like it's not just actors and actresses. It's just people.
Yeah.
From every look and model and feel, presenting to you their best self, you know, their best imageries. Yeah.
But that's a good question. Like, ask yourself, where did your preference actually come from? I mean,
that's a great question. For me,
that was I always dated.
Yeah.
Brown hair, brown-eyed, Latino, tall, athletes. And I end up with blonde hair, green-eyed, white boy.
Take it in.
Take it in.
Take it in.
And he's amazing. And I love him. And God made him specifically for me because what's funny is that every guy that I'd actually had relationships with that were those things, like none of them worked out.
Yeah.
Like none of, they had the looks, but they didn't have the character and the integrity and and no. And
we're not factoring out attraction.
No.
We're just saying
we're talking about programming right now. It's like,
how many people do we disqualify because not an instant physical attraction? We don't give it a chance. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Okay. So the next one is the first date should feel like a rom-com. It should be like a romantic comedy.
Okay. So what are we talking? Are we talking Jennifer Lopez, Matthew McConaughey?
Oh, like Wedding Crashers?
Yeah, not Wedding Crashers.
Wedding Planner?
The Wedding Planner.
I love that movie.
Yes,
okay,
so one of the best. Or Goldie Hawn's daughter, Kate Hudson, Matthew McConaughey, the king of the rom-com.
Yeah.
Yep.
So sometimes the best love stories don't start with fireworks; they start with a solid friendship vibe, right?
That's true.
And that is, I know. Think about your guys' relationships. Any relationships that you've had. Have you had relationships where it was a friend that turned into, sparks later?
Yeah.
Because you had so many things in common. So we're just trying to get you just to kind of like take a look at, like, are you always looking for the perfect person, or looks are so important, and then you date the hot person and they end up just being not worth your time, but now you've invested all this time in them. And had you, taken a step back in the beginning and not gone just for the looks, because you can always tell.
Yeah.
You can tell if there's like energy or chemistry, and we'll talk chemistry later, but we're just talking looks. And what's the norm? It's like, they have to be cute. It's like, because there's cuteness in everything. Like the ugliest dog could be cute. The ugliest puppy has its cuteness. There's cuteness in everything. It just depends on how you look at it.
Yes.
So, right?
I'm just thinking, knowing personality types.
Oh gosh.
How that matches up. But anyway.
Yeah. So, have you ever met someone you weren't initially attracted to, but they became more attractive over time? What changed for you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That happened. It's funny, like even for us, because I was a rock concert promoter and, kind of running wild. And this is a good Christian girl doing all the right things, but still a little bit of a wild.
I had a little
wild flair.
I did all my wild and then got right.
She was feisty. Yeah. So, but that was, opposites attracting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. So ask yourselves that, like, what changed for you, right? And then attraction is about looks first and foremost.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
So is that a belief for you? Is that a hard belief for you?
No.
There has to be attraction, right? When reality is emotional connection and shared life goals often make someone irresistibly attractive over time. So just for us, right?
Mm-hmm.
When we started dating, that was something we had. That what I normally dated is not what you looked like physically, but when we started hanging out and we started talking about the things, our interests, our beliefs, our commonalities, our values, our just our core beliefs and stuff, it really, you became really hot. Like quickly.
I was 6'1" all of a sudden.
We was 6'1".
Mountaineer.
Yeah.
Love the outdoors.
You became super
Let's go
hot.
Camping.
Once you started, getting into all this.
I think that there has to be a bit of a happy middle, where, because you do need to have an attraction to each other. There's got to be that physicality. But what's funny is every relationship I've ever been in, there's always like an immediate spark. And then later on, you're like, we start seeing each other's imperfections.
Yes.
And that's when, all of the other things are so valuable. And that's with every person I've ever dated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's why if you're on a blind date and the person isn't that hot and you're not instantly attracted into them.
Physically.
giving them a chance because you may share
Now, what's a chance look like?
another date.
And okay, or at least
spending
that night,
more time to like
maybe a little talking on the phone, some text messaging, right?
Yeah, just don't be hard no.
Yeah, just don't. Yeah, just auto disqualify.
And we're saying as long as there's no red flags, like keep moving.
Yeah, because we haven't talked about we haven't talked core values, we haven't talked boundaries, we haven't talked red flags.
We're just talking looks.
Just looks.
Because you could really miss a great person because they aren't perfection in your eyes.
Yeah.
Right? If I had been so hardcore about brown hair and brown eyes and, I wouldn't get blonde hair and green eyes.
That's right. That's right. You'd have plain old vanilla.
I'd have plain old vanilla and have an average marriage and boring, and we'd probably be divorced by now. So, true. It's true. So, reality is emotional connection, shared life goals often make someone irresistibly attractive over time.
Okay.
Right? We've got that. And then have your past instant attraction relationships actually worked out long term? And if not, why are you still using that as your filter?
Not one. I can't think of one.
No.
I can't. Well,
it doesn't work out, y'all.
Well, there was an instant when you came rolling in.
What?
To Kelly's. I was instantly attracted. But we weren't even like, you were dating a friend of mine, so I couldn't even date you. So, yeah. But,
What are you talking about?
Well, you think about it. Like, you came rolling into Kelly's, and I couldn't see you because you were dating Jason, which was one of my good friends. So that she was completely disqualified already before there could even be instant attraction. But then later on down the road. Crazy. Isn't that crazy? Okay.
Yeah. So.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good. So that's what we're saying though, you guys.
Yeah, that's what we're saying.
Don't base it all on looks.
Yes.
And give somebody a chance if they're nice.
Yeah. So in the comments, I'm still a stay, or I'm still a hard no.
Stay or hard no.
That's what we want to know.
That's what we want to know. So thanks for giving us your time, you guys.